The digital age is here, and with it comes the apparent death of journalism as we have come to know it. The future of journalism is bleak in the digital age, as it has created obstacles for the field and reduced the quality of reports and stories coming out. Since the start of the digital age, a significant drop in the workforce for journalism has appeared, and in addition to that, a large number of esteemed newspapers, like the Christian Science Monitor, have ceased print publication and been forced to go completely digital in order to make a profit. And those that have yet to go completely digital have had to make some serious cuts, including firing many of their employees, making a career in journalism unstable. The amount of money made from advertisements has also dropped significantly since the beginning of the digital age. Along with the coming of the digital age, there has been an increase in the responsibilities that a journalist has, mainly due to convergent journalism. Nowadays, it is almost expected to have a video or some kind of audio to support whatever text is written for a report. And despite whatever cutbacks were made, news sources are still expected to operate and produce at the same, if not higher quality levels, often resulting in a single reporter having to shoot a video for their report, edit said video, or take pictures to supplement their report. Also in the digital age, it seems the public has grown, or should I say, digressed to a point where their attention spans are shorter than ever. We live in an age where people's interest in the newspaper and reading the news has already dropped significantly, but now it's reached a point where most people only read the headlines of stories, and according to my news writing professor, on the rare occasions when people actually read the stories, they only read the lead or the first paragraph, which is why it's so important that the writers put all the important information there and place the most emphasis on it so that they can entice readers to keep reading. Despite all the cutbacks though in modern media, there is now more sources than ever before to get your news from, including numerous blogs, websites, and channels. But as a result of this, there seems to be a decrease in the amount of fair and balanced reporting, despite it being advertised as. Part of this also has to do with framing. Stations and sites are framing their stories and reporting them based on who their target audience is. They also have to take into consideration that if people do not agree with the way they are reporting, presenting, or discussing a certain story, or present opinions that they agree with, the readers will simply go to another news source that agrees with them and their point of view. Despite all of this, the digital age has not been completely detrimental to journalism, as it has actually given life to certain aspects of it, primarily citizen journalism. Citizen journalism is a part of the reason for the increasing amount of news sources in the world today. It has given average Joes who work 9-to-5 jobs, or anyone with even an interest in journalism, the ability to report on whatever they want in their free time. Citizen journalism also allows topics that esteemed news sources would not normally touch right away, especially local and small town news, unpopular sports, the comic book industry, video game industry, and protests that have not garnered any media attention to be reported on thanks to technological advances made during the digital age. In addition to an increased amount of places to get your news from, there's also an increase in the amount of sources to draw inspiration for a story from, mostly thanks to data archival. Thanks to data archival, journalists can now research their story from numerous sources to draw inspiration from. Perhaps journalism isn't dying after all, simply evolving to something new, into something to help it survive in this new age of digital media. Yes, as a job, being a journalist in the digital age is extremely risky, but as a hobby or something to do in your free time, it seems like a great field to be a part of.